components, props, states, right? And we have developed three single page, or you can say three mini projects. In projects, first project was static component application, Flipkart's mobile component, right? And second one was, it is static. Second one was dynamic component application, in which all the mobiles details were different. In third one, we have completed a interactive counter, and but you are not completing this particular interactive counter application. So what's the reason behind it? Like, you are confused with the states? If you are, then we can repeat it. For me, it is better late than never. There is an English proverb which means better late than never. It means that you can learn the things late. That is fine. But never means it's bad. So if you have any particular issue with the states, we can discuss it as a quick overview. If you want, just let me know. And if there is no problem with the states, then why you are not completing the task? Completed? Is it in laptop? You means you didn't deploy it. How to deploy? Getting errors while deploying. So let's discuss a state. Okay, we will discuss it because I know that you are getting confusion with the states. But deployment, I think we have shown you, right? It is showing errors. What error it is showing? So where you are deploying GitHub, on GitHub it will show error, right? I have told you that you have to upload the files on GitHub and then deploy it on Vercel. That's what we have told you. Okay, not an issue. We'll show it tomorrow, like today again. So it's not an issue. Just learn it completely. Don't leave any chance of confusion here. Okay. I'll show you the deployment also. Not a big deal. Generally, it is a problem with the libraries. Sometime once you are hitting npm create react app, npx create react app, so they will install the libraries that are required, but sometime they will miss out one or two package. So if it is showing you, like generally it was showing for us that web vitals not found, so what we did, in the same folder we installed that npm install web vitals, and that's how we solved that error. Okay, so if your error are related to libraries, so you have to solve them that way only. Okay, so what we'll do is, let's discuss the states again, if because I know you are getting confusions here. Then we will see other things. So because we have done all of the things earlier, so it will be a quick overview. In the React folder, let's create a new app, because if you are creating a new app, npx create react app, and let's name it as, because we are developing a counter only, so I can develop in counter, in counter. Okay, feels like encounter. So once you are doing it, you can check the problem in the terminal here also after the completion of the project. Once it is completed, it will show you the error here also, that what particular libraries it failed to install, so that we can install them later. but sometime it is not showing, it is showing you while you are running the application, then we will tackle that problem also. So let it get first. And as of now, I'm creating this new application so that you can understand it, that from starting to deployment, how we are doing it. Till then, let's talk about props. I will not discuss props, just a simple thing. So what were the answer for props? Props are the arguments. Props are the arguments that we pass to the component when component is rendered outside. Okay, understood? I'll give you example for props also, and then you will understand that what was the use of states in React, because there might be some problem with the props only. That's why this particular thing got introduced. Okay, so it's still building, but encounter is coming here. Let it get done. Don't be stick to your errors. Try to solve them. So now once you are reading the install module, so after here, check. It is saying that it has added 1321 packages, and this number is different, right? What we are installing, that was around 59, 1359 at the starting, and something like this it will do. And see, there are some of the errors that it is getting while we are creating the application. It is also getting the some errors. So some errors are coming from React 19 because it is trying to install something from React 19, which is the latest stable version, but we are onto the React 18. So it is saying that it could not resolve the dependency, so it is shifting it to peer. Peer means friends. So React 19 is not there, so it is shifting to React 18, something like that we are getting, but our app is there. So encounter is there. You just scroll the src folder and app.js. So once you are trying to run the application, first thing, go to terminal, and first you have to go to that particular folder. So we are inside encounter folder. So change your directory to encounter. Okay, change, then starting the React application, it is npm start. Once the application is running, now we are not getting that web vitals warning, right? It is possible that you can get, or it is not possible that you cannot get. It totally depends on the React. Now, as of now, there is no warning in the app. So let's remove it. So what is written there? I will remove everything, and inside the src folder only, I will create a new file and I will name it as counter.js. Counter.js. In my app.js, I will write rfce and hitting the tab button. So generally it will create a functional component. RCE is used to create a class based component, and if you are writing RFCE, it will create a functional component. So basically it is returning a div. Instead of div, we will return JSX through it. And in JSX, what I will do, I will return the counter. Means I will render the counter component here. So for that, simple counter and self enclosing the counter, because we need to import it. So let's import counter from. Once you are importing the file, it should not have .js extension. This is an error. If you are saying that my file name is counter.js, it will be an error now. once you are running the application. Now let's write here. So here also I will create a component. Okay, so this is a counter. In this counter, what I want to say is, let's return one heading, and heading will say my name is Shivam. Okay, so in the counter component, I'm just printing my name is Shivam, and who is using the counter? This particular app.js file is using the counter as a component. Now, once you are going, it is saying that my name is Shivam. But what we know that components are reusable. We know this thing. What was the definition for components? Components are the independent and reusable bit of code. Okay. Once you are trying to reuse the component, let's say you are trying to reuse this particular counter. So this is the reusability. Once you are trying to reuse, it is rendering the same thing. And that's not how we reuse it, right? Because it is giving the same output. Why we should reuse it? We can reuse it once it is giving the different thing. Let's say you are scrolling Instagram for 10 minutes. So what Instagram is doing? First reel is there, second and third. Again, first, second, third, same reel you are getting repeated. Will you scroll it? Obviously not. We showed some new content. But here we are returning the same content on the component reusability. That's why we introduce the props, that we can pass the arguments to get a different output. Now, how the different output we will get? So this counter will not return any name. Instead of this, it will return something as a expression. Expression means whatever in React you are writing between these curly bracket, this will be a expression. Now what I will do, let's say this particular function is using props. This particular function is using props. So this is how we pass the argument in functions between parentheses. So props, and here I will pass props dot name. Now this component don't have any name. This is the static thing. My name is, and this particular name property will be given to the component when you are rendering it. So now if you run it, my name is free. It's not returning anything because we are not providing anything. Now wherever you are providing it, let's say name equals to Shivam, and let's say here name equals to React, and here I will write name equals to Angular, or let's say not Shivam, here I will write Vue, all the three things. So now when you are trying to use a component, then you are giving it a value for name. Now where this name will be used? Here, props dot name. And this is what you will get. My name is Vue, my name is React, my name is Angular. Okay. Understood? This is how you will use it. And now this is the component reusability. You can reuse the component without the repetition of the things. But the case is, now let's say this, my name is Vue. Now what I want is, React is the thing that we are studying. So it should be a top. What I want is Vue should come here and React should go at the top. Is it possible using props? Without re-rendering the component. Means without making any change into the code. By coding it is possible. You can write Vue here and React at the top. You can write it. You can write the React at top. But the case is, can you do it without changing something to the code? Means by writing something button here or something like that. So the answer is no. Props are immutable. You know why props are immutable? Because these props are passed externally. Right? Now let's say you have a class at 5:30 p.m. Now what you can control in this, that I am reaching, means if you are saying to yourself that I will reach the class at time. Can you control my coming here that no, you have to come at 5:15 only? It's my wish. I will come at 5:30, 5:45. So I am an external thing for you. You cannot control whichever thing is coming from external source. That's why our props are immutable, that we cannot change the content of props. That is why we introduce something as states. So if someone asks you that why states are there in React, so the answer is very simple. States are internally passed, first thing. And if something is there which is internally passed, we can change it. We can change it. Understood? Now that's what we are trying to do here. So here I will write states are more comfortable to use with class based components. Class based components. Now let's start working on state. Props are clear? Need of state is clear? Okay. Now don't forget it. So now in counter.js, I will write RCE. And why RCE used? It is used to create a class based component. So now you can say that we are importing React from React and then class counter extends React.component. And I have told you the both methods. Either you can import component here, then you have to write class counter extends component. And if you are not importing that, you are importing React only. So you can say that class counter extends React component. Extends keyword means inheriting the properties. Okay. Understood? So state is the internal thing of React that this particular class based function will use it. Okay, that's cool. Now, as it is a class based component, so it directly cannot return JSX. So it will render the component first, then it will return. It's very simple. There's no need of confusion here. Now what I will do is, as this class is a feature of ES6, right? Classes in JavaScript were introduced on ES6. So now what I'm going to do is, I will create a constructor here. Why we are creating a constructor? Why we are creating a constructor? Because our class doesn't have any scope to pass the arguments, right? If our class was having these things, there's no need of constructor. But as our class don't have these things and we want to use arguments or the public arguments, so we will use a constructor for that. This is done. Now what I will do, let's say here I will create, and if you have worked with constructor, so there is a keyword which means this, right? There is a keyword as this. What is this particular keyword? This. So when you are specifying, there are two words, this and that, but that we are not using in programming. This we are using. Why? You know the difference between this and that? Okay, I will say there is a mouse on my desk. And if I want to say that this is a mouse, is it correct? Or if I'm saying that is a mouse, which one is correct? This is a mouse. And let's say there's a boy at the end. If I'm saying this is a boy or that is a boy, which one is correct? That is a boy. So the reason behind these two keywords is of the distance actually. If the particular object is near to you, then you can say this or else that. Or simply if you are pointing to someone like this, okay, that is a person, means you are pointing which is at a distance. Something which is near to you, it will be pointed as this. Okay, if I am saying this is a remote, and if this remote is at the last of class, I will say that is a remote. So this means you are actually talking about the inner scope which is near to you. And we are using this keyword because the constructor is actually representing a class here. Now, if you want to create a props, it was very easy. We can add props.name, props.src, props.image, means whatever props you want to create. And props is a short form for properties. And here what I will do is simply I will create this dot state, and here you can create all the states in this way. So this dot state will work as object which will be having multiple states. So let's say name, I will write name, let's say React, and React is a string, so let's pass it as a string. And then let's say its age parameter is there, so let's say here you can pass the age, and you can pass a comma there for next properties, right? This is how we write objects. But I'm not using age parameter, I'm just using the name parameter. Okay, so there is an announcement, guys, from the management of academy. You can go to the drive of your, like you can go to the drive link. In that you will find one particular form as feedback form. So once you are opening that form, this is for online people, so you have to do it mandatory. So there is a feedback form, in that you will get this particular link. So just copy this link and paste in your browser, and it will open up feedback form. So something like this. So this is feedback form is about the React.js classes that are going on here. So you have to write your email ID, and then some of the questions are there, and you have to fill that. Okay, for offline people's feedback forms are available here. And at last there is a topic as suggestions. So if you are missing out something, so you can write those. Okay, so we are holding the class for a time until you are finishing up with the feedbacks. You can keep it up and just do it fast. You can get the form in the list, that drive. Those who have completed the form, you can post it in the chat box that I have completed, so that we can get idea to about the starting of class. Okay.